season replays, fantasy drafts, ultimate created leagues, and what if tournaments. It's Coffee Cup Games with the coach, DKM. Hey. This is Coach DK. We are continuing our series, doing our season replay from the year 1900, where we, today from the National League, are going to have the New York Giants going against the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is only the second time we've seen the Giants. As you can tell, both teams are only a game apart. Both teams are struggling, not in the top half. Pittsburgh Pirates was all the way down into 7th place with a really harsh and rough start of the season. But they have started to bounce back as we are getting ready to get to the playoffs, as we are obviously around 130 games into the season. So less than a month left, and we will be in the playoff time. So let's go ahead and check out the standings where they are currently. I'll go ahead and move myself real quick. So as you can tell, we have in the National League, Brooklyn has increased their lead. They have a 9.5 game lead. So it does look like if they continue in their current way, they will win the National League. But then we have a bunch of races that are going on. We have Boston and St. Louis vying for the number 2 spot, both within 2 games of each other. And then we have 4 teams that are really battling it out for the 4 through 7. Chicago currently has that lead in the number 4 spot. They're 16 games out. But 3 games behind them is Pittsburgh. Half a game behind them is Philadelphia. And New York is a half a game behind Philadelphia. So those 4 teams, especially the bottom 3, all within a game of each other. And so it would be very interesting how they all play out. Cincinnati continues to struggle. But as you can tell, Pittsburgh originally was second in the league. In the year 1900, New York Giants were last place. So they have actually done much better. The Giants have. The Pittsburgh Pirates have done much worse. And as you kind of look at the comparison of the two, Brooklyn's pretty consistent. But you see St. Louis and Boston both have winning records. They did not originally. Chicago was under 500. They are same. So that's Chicago and Brooklyn are really the only 2 teams that seem to be consistent. Cincinnati's definitely doing worse. Philadelphia's doing much worse. But Pittsburgh and New York currently are sitting at number 5 and number 7 in their division or in their league. And so let's go ahead and check out the starting lineups. For the Giants, we have starting off Van Haltren, the center fielder. He'll be leading off. Smith, the right fielder, will be batting second. Selbach will be in left. He has been on fire lately, hitting .359. Hickman will be at third base, batting fourth. Hall of Famer George Davis will be at short. He'll be batting fifth. Doyle, the first baseman, who's been struggling, hitting only .178 in the last 10 games, will be playing first and batting sixth. Warner, the catcher, will be batting seventh, and Murphy, the second baseman, will be batting eighth. And on the mound will be Pink Hawley, one of the better pitchers in the league this year. He has 33 games started. He has a 15-11 record with a 3.35 ERA. So even though the Giants are struggling, Hawley has definitely been one of their better pitchers. For the Pirates, we have leading off Ritchie, the second baseman, who's been hitting .364 in the last week and a half. O'Brien, the first baseman, will be batting second. Honus Wagner today will be playing third. He's a Hall of Famer. Chief Zimmer, who we did highlight in one of our player profiles earlier in the season, will be catching him behind, batting fifth. Jesse Tannehill, the pitcher, who also played on the field, will be playing right field, who will be batting sixth. He is a Hall of Famer as a pitcher. Beaumont, the center fielder, will be batting seventh. He has been struggling, hitting .146 in the last 10 games. Williams, the shortstop, will be batting eighth, playing short. And on the mound will be Hall of Famer Jack Chesbro. He has started only 15 games this year. He has a 9-11 record, but he does have a very respectful 2.98 ERA, But in the last 10 days, he has gotten 3 decisions, 1 win with 2 losses, and has given up 11 runs in 21 innings pitched, giving him a 4.71 ERA. So we're going to get ready to jump into the action, but before we do, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Would really appreciate it. And so let's go ahead and check out the action. And so, as you remember, Jack Chesbro will be on the mound for Pittsburgh, and he is going to be going against the leadoff man, Van Haltren. Van Haltren needs a 1-11 to get a single. He gets a 4, so he will single. We are playing in Exposition Park in Pittsburgh. Van Haltren's going to try to steal. We're going to try to get him. And unfortunately, we're going to throw the ball away for an error. Van Haltren's going to take third, and now up is going to be Smith. Zimmer's going to have to make a play. It has scored a wild pitch, and so after an error and a wild pitch by Jack Chesbro, the New York Giants jump to a lead 1-0. Obviously, this game is going to have a lot of playoff seeding implications. So, as the teams are only a game apart between the 5th and 7th, so it'll be interesting to see what happens afterward. If the Giants win, there'll be 3 teams tied in 5th place, so getting down to the wire for the playoffs. But Smith draws a walk. Selbek's going to be up. He's going to hit a fly ball to center field. His original average was 337. He's hitting 336. Hickman, the third baseman, is up. He's hitting 352 this year. And he is going to ground out to Richie, who's going to flip it over to Williams, and then over to first for the 4-6-3 double play. O'Brien's up for us. He's going to hit a ground ball back to the pitcher. That'll be 1 down. Richie's up. He's hitting 294 this year. He's going to hit a ball to first. Doyle's going to have to make a play. He does. That'll be 2 away. Honus Wagner's up. He originally hit, and I like looking at the stat line, so he originally had 527 at-bats. They only played like around 140 games. He has 527 at-bats right now. He had 45 doubles. He has 40 this year. On a replay, he had 22 triples originally. He has 20. He had 4 home runs, and this in our replay has 4 home runs. Originally had 100 RBIs. He now has 90. He originally hit 381. He is hitting 380. He did draw 41 walks, and in our replay he has 56. He had originally struck out 33 times. He has now struck out 30 in our replay, and he had 38 stolen bases. So far this year he has 30. So this stat line is really good. Consistent with what he did. I think that's one of the things I really appreciate about Strat-O-Matic is just the reality. You're obviously going to have some players who are just going to do a little bit better, a little bit worse, but you have a lot of players whose their stats look very, very similar. But Honus Wagner is up, and he is going to hit a ground ball back to the pitcher. He's going to be out. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning. Chesbro returns to the mound. And Davis, the Hall of Famer, playing short, is going to get a single. He is going to try to steal, and he's going to be pegged by Chief Zimmer. Doyle is up. He needs a 1 for a home run. He does not get it. That'll be a fly out to left. Warner is up. He's going to hit a ground ball to short. Williams is going to have to make a play. And he does get the play, and that'll be 1-2. Nope. Yeah, I guess it would be 1-2-3. We got the guy out after the single, but now up for us is Fred Clark, the Hall of Famer. He needs a 1-11. He is going to get a 9, so that will be a single. I said Fred Clark, but for some reason I always want to say Frank. Okay, good. So I was right. It is Fred. So Fred is on first. Zimmer is up for us. He's going to ground out to the pitcher to create a double play. So now Jesse Tannehill is up. He's hitting 336 this year. He is going to rip a single. Needed a 1-3 for a triple. He got a 20, so obviously not going to happen. But he is on first, and then the struggling Beaumont's up. He's going to hit a single. And so it does go to the left, so Tannehill's not going to test the arm of Selbach, who has a -2. So Williams is up with runners on first and second, and unfortunately he's going to fly out to right field to end the inning. So we now enter the top of the third. Murphy is up. He's going to hit a fly ball to center. And that will be 1 away. The pitcher, Pink Hawley's up. He is going to pop out to short. And then now the leadoff man, Van Haltren, who singled in the first inning to lead off the game. And then eventually did score a run. Unfortunately, this time he's going to pop out to first. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning. And now we're up. So Chesbro, our pitcher's going to be up. He's going to pop out to third. And that will be 1 away. O'Brien's up. He gets hit by the pitch. So he's going to take first. Richie's up. He's going to single to right. We are going to send O'Brien, who's got some decent legs, over to third. They're not going to try to catch him. So we have runners on first and third. Honus Wagner, obviously the Hall of Famer, our best player, is going to be up. And he is going to ground out to short. But with only 1 away, that does advance the run. So it's going to tie up the game. So 1-1. And now Clark is up. He's going to hit a ball to right field. Smith has a +2. So we are going to send Richie. And they don't even try to get him. So we take a lead 2-1. And now Chief Zimmer is up. He's going to single to center field. We have 6 hits in the inning, as we have just gone off after not having any hits, I believe. Tannehill's up. He is going to unfortunately pop out to end the inning. So after 3, the Giants have 1 run on 2 hits, have not committed an error. The Pirates have 2 runs on 6 hits and have committed 1 error. So top of the 4th, here we go. Smith is up. He walked the last time. He's going to pop out the third. That'll be 1 away. Selbach is up. He's going to strike out. That will be Chesbro's 29th strikeout of the year. Hickman is up, and he's going to ground out to short. So after first inning, rough inning, Chesbro has really buckled down the last 2 innings. Beaumont is up. He singled in the second. He's going to single again. That's going to get him to first with the 55% chance to get the steal. We're going to see if he can get the lead, and he does not, so we're not going to send him. Williams is up. He flied out the first time. He's going to hit a fly ball to Van Haltren in center. Van Haltren does have pretty good range. And he does get that out. So 1 away. Beaumont's still on first. Chesbro's up. He's going to hit a ground ball to short. Davis is going to have to make the easy out at first. And so Beaumont advances. O'Brien looks like he gets a free pass. Interesting. So O'Brien, I believe, has 2 hits, but they're going to go after Richie, who did single the last time, has scored a run. And unfortunately, it's a pass ball, so now we have runners on second and third. I doubt they're going to walk Richie with Honus Wagner coming up next. He's going to hit a ground ball to Murphy, who is a range 5 air 71. This looks good for us. Luckily, it does work out exactly how we thought. Murphy struggles to get to the ball. Richie is going to beat it out. Murphy, in desperation, throws a wild ball. Richie now goes to third. 2 more runs score. So Honus Wagner is up. He has an RBI. He is 0 for 2, though. He needs a 1-11. He gets a 6. That'll be a single, not getting in his second RBI. And so now we're going to see if Wagner can get a good lead. He does, but he gets thrown out. And that will end the inning. But the last couple of innings have been really good for us, as we now lead 5-1. Wow. Curveball inside corner, low, swung on, and line to right for a base hit. So that was a 1 they needed for a home run. They get the 1. But because Davis does not have power and is on the pitcher's card, this becomes a single. Now, I agree with everything that StratOMatic does there, but I would have probably said it would have been better for him to get a double. He doesn't have the power. I would have said he should be able to get a double. That's just my opinion. But Doyle is up. He's going to hit a line ball to short. That'll be one away. Warner is up. He's 0 for 1. He is going to line out. He's going to be 0 for 2. And now Murphy's up. He's hitting 250 for the season. He's going to line out the third. So after Davis gets a hit, luckily not a home run, that will be the end of the inning. Bottom of the fifth, Clark, who is 2 for 2, is going to be up and has an RBI. He's going to draw a walk. Zimmer's up. He grounded out in double play and singled already. He's going to line out the second this time. That'll be 1 down. Tannehill's up. We're going to go ahead and try to see if we can get Clark to steal. Does not get a good lead, so we'll leave him put. So Tannehill now is going to hit in the third base. It'll be a fielder's choice. And so 2 down. Beaumont is up, who has been struggling, but he is 2 for 2 today. But unfortunately, this time he's going to ground out. That'll end the inning. We enter the top of the 6th. Pink Hawley is going to be pulled. He did give up 5 runs in 5 innings, 9 hits. And they're going to bring in Cy Seymour to pinch hit. So the lefty steps up and needs a 1-11. He gets a 17. So Chesbro is able to get the pitch hitter out. So 1 down. Van Houtren's up. He needs a 1-8 for a single, and he does get the 6. So that will be a single runner on first. Smith is up, and he is going to ground to Wagner, one of the best fielding players on the team. And that will be a 5-4-3 twin killing to end the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Here we come. Williams is up. He needs a 1-2 for a double. He gets the 3, but it will be good enough for a single. Seymour is up. He doesn't quite have the hold rating that, man. So we need a 1-13 for the steal. He gets a 20. That's the second time we've been thrown out trying to steal second. Chesbro, the pitcher's up. He's going to ground out the first. Obviously not a good hitter, but that's okay. O'Brien's up. He gets a 3-5, so that's going to be a double to left center. And now we got Richie, who is been doing well. He has a single. He got a single the last time by hitting to the second baseman, who also then threw an error. So Murphy again has to make a play. And the exact same result happens as Murphy throws it away. And Richie goes to second. So Wagner's up. He's 1 for 3. He does have 2 RBIs. He is going to hit a single. We're going to try to send Richie. We're going to send the trailing run. No cutoff. Wagner gets his 3rd RBI of the game, showing why he was a first ballot Hall of Famer in the inaugural Hall of Fame group that they brought in, the first 5, I think it was, that they brought into the Hall of Fame. He was part of that original group. So Fred Clark is up. He has been on base all 3 times. He has 2 singles and a walk. He is going to draw another walk. So with 2 outs, we have gotten some more runs. We now have runners on first and second. Chief Zimmer is up. He is 1 for 3, hitting 266 for the season. He is going to fly out the right field to end the inning. So after 6, New York, besides that original run that they got on the single, stole second, threw it away, runner took third, Van Houtren that was, and then a wild pitch he scored on. Besides that, Chesbro has pretty much kept them under wraps, pitching a beautiful game. But New York has 1 run on 4 hits. They have committed 2 errors, both of them by Richie, Murphy, the second baseman, who is a 5 rating range, and a 71 error. And we, the Pittsburgh Pirates, have 7 runs on 13 hits with only 1 error. And as always, it is now time for our player profile. Today we will be profiling one of my favorite players, the Flying Dutchman, Honus Wagner. Obviously, Honus Wagner is most known for being a shortstop, probably considered the greatest shortstop ever. Though I do know there might be some argument there when you bring in names like Ozzie Smith or Cal Ripken or Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez for some of the newer people out there. But realistically, Honus Wagner to me is undeniably the greatest shortstop ever. Honus Wagner started his career in 1897 when he played for the Louisville Cardinals. He had 3 older brothers who had played professional ball. His one brother, who went by the name Butts Wagner, I think his real name was Abner or something like that. But Butts Wagner got him a tryout, got him involved, and he eventually went to Louisville Cardinals with their president owner, Barney Dreyfuss. So Barney Dreyfuss saw him. Originally was not too impressed, as Honus Wagner apparently was about just short of 6 foot, 200 pounds. Apparently had a very barreled chest and very wide shoulders, had very large hands and muscular arms, and was extremely bow-legged, so he did not, what you would call, look graceful. But he was called the Flying Dutchman because of his German background as well as his incredible speed. He was with the Louisville Cardinals, until from 1897 to 1899. Then the National League decided to take their 12 teams and get it down to 8. Louisville Cardinals was one of the teams that was eliminated from the National League. Barney Dreyfuss, their president, became owner of the Pittsburgh Pirates, so he brought Wagner with him. Wagner ended up staying there for the remainder of his career. He played for 21 seasons in the major leagues. 18 of them were with Pittsburgh. So after he went to Pittsburgh, he stayed there the rest of his career. He played all the way up till he was 43 years old. This is his first year 1900. The replay we're doing is the first year Honus Wagner was in Pittsburgh with the Pirates. Tommy Leach, who was a teammate, a pitcher, I believe. Nope, he played on the field. But Tommy Leach recounted his first impression when he had met Wagner when they were in Louisville, and he said, he asked who he was, and a person said, well, he's the best third baseman in the league, because he was playing third at that time. It also turned out that Honus was the best third baseman in the league. He was also the best first baseman in the league, the best second baseman, the best shortstop, and the best outfielder. And that was in fielding. And Leach, looking back, said, and since he led the league in batting 8 times between 1900 and 1911, you know that he was the best hitter too, as well as the best runner. So Honus Wagner was an incredible player, most known for playing short. He did help lead Pittsburgh to the World Series championship in 1909. As mentioned, he was the batting champion in the year 1900. That's an all-girl season. He also was batting champion in 1903, 1904, and then he did it for 4 straight years between 1906 and 1909. So 1906, 1907, 1908, 1909. And then again in 1911. He also led the National League in RBIs in 1901, 1902, 1908, 1909, and 1912. So he did that 5 times. 5 times he led the league in stolen bases. His number 33 is retired, and he was elected to baseball's all-century team as well as its all-time team. So when Major League Baseball come out with their all-time team and their all-century team, Honus Wagner was the pick as short. When the Hall of Fame inducted its first class of baseball players, there were 5 guys. Honus Wagner was second, tied with Babe Ruth. They both were right behind Ty Cobb, who got the most votes. Connie Mack said that Wagner was by far the nearest thing to a perfect player, no matter where his player managed to play him. Wagner would play every position on the field except for catcher. He did play 21 seasons, as mentioned. He was from Western PA, where he was born, so playing in Pittsburgh wasn't very close to his hometown. He batted, I want to say, batted over 315 straight seasons from 1899 to 1913. He totaled 3,420 hits. He had over 1,700 runs, over 1,700 RBIs, over 700 stolen bases, and had a lifetime batting average of 328. Wagner was among, as mentioned, one of the first 5 players elected to the Hall of Fame. But whenever I do some sort of fantasy draft with all-time greats, like I do sometimes in StratOMatic, where Wagner is probably one of the first 3 picks that I will try to take. A lot of players won't take him, but I love taking him because of his incredible ability to field at short, which obviously defensively is your most important position. Constantly getting on base, incredible average, as well as on base percentage. And then when he gets on base, he's able to steal all the way to third, often with not much of a problem. But Honus Wagner, probably the greatest player at the turn of the century, considered one of the top players ever, and obviously by most critics I would say is considered the best shortstop. But Honus Wagner is our player profile today. Hopefully you learned something, and now you know. And as G.I. Joe says, knowing is half the battle, and he is a real American hero. So let's jump back into the game. And we are now entering the 7th inning. It is a 7-1 game after getting down a run. It has been all Pittsburgh, as they have dominated the game from the first inning on. I'd say from third inning on. And Chesbro continues being on the mound. He's now facing Selbach. Selbach is going to pop out to short. That'll be 1 away. Next up is Hickman. He's over 2. He's going to ground out the second. That'll be 2 away. Davis is up. He is 2 for 2. One of the lone players for New York who's having a good day. He draws a walk, so he's been on base all 3 times. Doyle is up, and he's going to line out the second. That will end the inning. We now enter the 7th inning stretch. Our trivia question is, who was the last Oriole pitcher to win 25 games? My first gut is Palmer, but I wonder if Erickson or Messina did it. But we're going to go with Jim Palmer on this one. Oh, Steve Stone, who pitched with Palmer, had done it in the year 1980. So did not get that one right. So Jesse Tannehill is up for us, bottom of the 7th. He's going to ground out. That'll be 1 away. Beaumont's up. He's 2 for 3. He's going to be 2 for 4. So he's going to pop out the short. And now coming up is Williams. Williams is going to hit a ball to first. Doyle's going to have to make a play. He does not. It's going to be an error. Williams is going to take first. Bringing up Chesbro, who, with a 7-1 lead, we're going to let him stay on the field, knowing that we probably won't get a hit. He does not. That'll be a pop out the second. And we go to the top of the 8th. Warner is up. Though originally a 250 hitter, he's hitting over 300 this year, but he's going to start the inning off with an out. Murphy is up. He needs a 1-6 for a triple. He gets a 20. So that will be a single. Seymour is up. And it looked like a fly ball to center field. Oof. So the pitcher gets a single. 1 away. Runners on first and third. Chesbro. He's going to give up a double to Van Haltren, who is 2 for 3. We'll give Chesbro one more. If this guy gets a hit, we're going to be pulling him. Smith lines out. Selbach is up. He's going to draw a walk. Oh, boy. All right, so we are going to take Tannehill from right field, put him on the mound. We are going to move Wagner to right and bring in Leach to play third. We're also going to make another sub with Eli, taking Williams' spot at short. So Tannehill is up on the mound, going against Hickman with the bases loaded. 2 out. And he is going to get Hickman to line out to end the inning. Huge. O'Brien is up. He is 1 for 2. He has gotten hit by a pitch and been intentionally walked. And he is going to fly out to right. Richie, who is 3 for 4, is up. He is going to draw a walk. Honus Wagner, who is 2 for 4, has 3 RBIs. Richie's going to steal second, giving Wagner a chance to get another RBI. A wild pitch, putting him on third. So Wagner with, Christy Mathewson apparently had come in and didn't even realize it. Fred Clark is up. He's 2 for 2. He's been walked twice. He needs a 1 to 8 for a double. He unfortunately is going to get a 12. So that would fly out to right. That's going to end the inning. We're at the top of the 9th. Tannehill has a chance to end the game. Davis, who's been their best hitter, is going to line out. That'll be 1 down. Doyle is up. He's going to hit a ground ball back to the pitcher. He's going to be gone. And so, possibility here to end the game. Warner is up. He's 0 for 3, and he needs a 1 to 7. He gets 13. That'll line out. That is going to end the game 7 to 2. New York started to put some pressure in the 8th inning, but beyond the 8th inning, besides the 8th inning, Chesbro was absolutely incredible. Could possibly be our player of the game. Not really sure. Tannehill does come out with that save coming in with the bases loaded. So, easy stat for him. Just had to get that one out to get out of the trouble. But he faced 4 hitters and did get all 4 of them out. But the Pittsburgh Pirates cruised to a 7-2 victory over the New York Giants at Exposition Park 3. New York was unable to recover after Pittsburgh went ahead in the bottom of the 3rd inning when they scored 2 runs on 3 hits. Pittsburgh had 13 hits overall, while New York had 7. Chesbro got credit for the victory, pitching 7 2 3rd innings and allowing 2 runs. Jesse Tannehill earned his first save. Pink Hawley, 15-12, was given the loss. He was knocked around by Pittsburgh, allowing 9 hits and 2 walks in 5 innings. So if I was going to give anyone the player of the game in this one, I would probably give it to Chesbro. You take out those hits that happened in the 8th inning, he pretty much kept them to like 5 hits, I want to say, through 7. Only 1 earned run. Did have a strikeout, but I'd probably give the Jack Chesbro. Honus Wagner did have his 3 RBIs. Richie was 3 for 4 with 3 runs, but I would give that one to Chesbro. But good game. Pittsburgh obviously needed the win. Glad to see that we were able to help them. Always enjoy managing a team with one of my favorite players, Honus Wagner. Obviously our player profile, but until next time, this is Coach DK. Have a good one.